matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And here's the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches, that is awesome.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Down for this offense. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big 2 gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these 2 big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Washington. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like Pat.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
what a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Washington. He's moving out of the pocket. He finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, trying to find his man. The completion well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Caught near the sticks. It's Miranda. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Leaves it with the running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Jennings. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 7 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
To the air, it's Washington. Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Movement here from the tight end. Try to get it to the edge. All kinds of room to the right. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, no. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure.
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse. I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. And
he's running in the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
And back to the air on second down. On target.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quick strike complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bringing it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off-play action on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Noles will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Washington. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Pocket starts to collapse. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Seminoles in the hurry up.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. It's reverse. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can hand him the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up. Hand him the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
On the run, it's Downs. At the 35, he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The throw to the outside is complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State! They take the lead with the 6. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. He's back to throw on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Washington. The quick out. They get him down after he makes the catch. This offense has a second down play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 28, Ohio State 24.
On the set. Here we go.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He'll try the left side. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They'll leave it with him. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State 24.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around.
The expressway is wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this.
Can anyone catch him? Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Back to pass, it's Washington. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late.
Let's go!
Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and they get him down.
I do like the play call offensively here in a two-point situation. Trust your quarterback to get it in, but this defense does such a good job rallying to the football, and they come away with no points on the two-point attempt.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Noles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Dropping back, it's Washington. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. At the 35, he's loose. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They keep attacking through the air. Trying to get to him. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Washington. Moving out of the pocket. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Wide out in motion. He'll do it himself. And they're able to make the tackle. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
6-9-1. Gators score.
Trying to pound it in. Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Seminoles want to move quickly. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here today.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Pressure coming. He's taking the deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Still looking on the move. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this